I can prop my phone up to go. I can't. Okay. No biggie. Okay. Hey, y'all.
So what does this record here? Can I record it?
Oh, it looks like you can. Yeah. So I
Let
must
me
not have
see.
known that. So yeah.
Oh, no. That's me. Okay, never mind.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. And we've got someone who joined us. It looks like Dana Hubbard. Hey, Dana. Hey there. So now that we're live, our friends are and followers are getting the notification that we're live. Welcome to Uncorked-N-Conversation. It's our first time going live.
Lord.
Hey.
Clink, 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 clink.
So what are we clinking on, ladies? What are we uncorking on?
I'm corking. I am on cork. Actually, I just had my wine delivered because I was too lazy to go get it myself. So my delivery just came about 10 minutes ago. I uncorked it, and it is a bottle of Chardonnay.
Nice.
Of course it is. What else would it be?
What'd you say, Paulette?
What else would it be? What else would it be?
What you got over there, Letty?
Oh, wait a minute. Let me.
Oh, she got to go get it.
She
All them bottles in the back. See all them bottles she got in the back.
Just to go to her cellar.
At least
she got to go get.
Joining us.
I know. At least.
Let me go get mine.
Go get yours.
Nice background.
Look, she gotta go walk to get her.
And
you know. Oh, but look, at least. I've been wanting to try that. I've been wanting to try that.
Is that the red?
She's my favorite.
No, not Sarita. April.
Yes.
Okay, I probably shouldn't do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway because really I don't care for him. But anyway, I purchased. I'm waiting on it to come. A bottle of chocolate in a bottle.
Ooh.
You heard about that one, right?
Ooh.
Yes. Like, so I'm waiting on it to come. And I did find this at Home Goods. So this
turn
is
it around.
Oh, turn it around.
Turn it around.
Hey,
okay, bar.
It's going right up at the top bar.
I like
Nice.
it.
For those just joining us, we're just uncorking real quick, letting everybody know what we're uncorking on. And so I know you have an entire cellar there, an entire wine studio.
Yeah,
she got a wine
studio. I like the wine studio.
So what are you uncorking?
Got a little pink Moscato tonight.
Very nice. And Rita, the glamorous Rita.
Yeah.
What you drinking?
What you sipping on?
Oh, sipping on.
Snoop Dogg.
Oh, that's right. You showed us.
Oh,
yeah. I want to try that.
So let me ask you. So is that like marijuana infused wine?
No, babe.
No.
Not that one.
I wish it was though.
Not that one.
But no, it's not infused wine anything. This is just one of the line that Snoop Dogg just started his own wine called 19 Crimes.
Yeah.
Well, I've tried that one, and he has a rosé that I do not care for. I'm sorry, Snoop Dogg. That stuff tastes like nasty. But the red is so good. I love.
Is it sweet or dry?
It's dry.
Yeah.
It's dry.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's really good. I'm not a sweet person. I mean, sweet tasting wine. I don't like that.
She's not a sweet person.
But this is what'd you say?
You right.
You say you're not a sweet person.
But the wine, I like it semi-sweet. So Cali Red is one of my wines that I chose. I love Snoop Dogg and I love everything he do. So 19 Crimes is one of my best wines so far. On top of, I do have my own wine, but I ran out of that. One Hope.
Oh, that's right.
Yes,
She does.
One Hope wine.
One Hope wine. Yes.
One Hope.
If you can add your link to the live, that would be great. If not, we can always add it to be sure people can follow you and purchase wine from your One Hope page.
Yes, One Hope. I'm gonna see if I can link it, but
we're kind of new to this, y'all. But we also are true to this, so hang on. All
Gotcha.
right, be
I
patient with
got
us.
her. I can do that right now.
Cool.
Whoop whoop.
Just put it in the comment section.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. And what about you,
Um.
Miss Linda?
Well, I am not uncorking. I'm only sipping on water. And
Boo.
here's the reason why. Yeah, I did have a lunch date today, and man, the weight of my heart is through nachos. I
Yeah,
went
it
for
is.
And
nachos,
Yeah.
margaritas.
and I had a jumbo one. Okay, jumbo. So when I got home, I was like, sleep, bed, water. And right now, I couldn't drink another thing if I wanted to. It just wouldn't be a good idea.
Okay.
So
We
I'm
Mm,
want
gonna
you to be
hydrate.
uncorked, not unhinged. So I understand.
I'm unhinged enough as it is. Exactly.
Oh,
So we
jeez.
wanted to pop on this live and
oh,
real
I
quick
can't
kick
find it.
it. Talk about the R. Kelly verdict, y'all.
Mm.
Guilty on the sex trafficking and racketeering charges as they relate to sex trafficking. And we wanted to do this live because we wanted to engage our listeners and see who might want to join us and chat about
Mm-hmm.
it, because it's kind of a big deal. And there are a couple of different schools of thought out there with regards to the verdict. And
Mm-hmm.
so what are y'all's thoughts?
Wow.
um,
I'm about time. That's all I got to say. About damn time. Go ahead,
was
Paulette.
it on all of it? Was he guilty? Was he found guilty on everything he was
It,
charged?
it was all of the federal charges, if I'm remembering correctly.
Okay. I've been a little
Yeah.
untouched with with work. I saw it, briefly on Facebook. Um, but my thing is, in the thought of the whole thing is that people knew about this for a long time,
Yeah.
and they actually helped this man. So they should be going down with him because
Mhm.
he wasn't doing all this by himself. People knew it.
Mm-hmm.
People in his camp knew it. The record labels knew it. Everybody around him knew he's been doing this for years, and they just let him get away with it until it was just too much.
Yeah.
So
A lot of that has come out during the trial and just in interviews that people have had, since the trial. You're absolutely right. There were parents that were aware, people like you mentioned in R. Kelly's camp that were aware. He definitely didn't do it alone. He definitely deserves to go down for all that he has done. Um, I do agree, however, that there are other people as well that should be held accountable. It doesn't minimize what he did, but there are people that right now are having to live with their conscience because they also know what they did.
Oh yeah,
So,
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah,
What do you,
that rabbit hole is really deep,
yeah, yeah.
just thinking about going back to Aaliyah, which I understand that I think there were 11 women that testified, I believe,
Something like that. Yeah.
something like that. And surprising me that Aaliyah was named as one of the victims, even though
Uh,
she's no longer here,
right.
but she still had her voice to be
Right.
heard. And I was so comforted by that because I've always held on, you know, what she had went through. I have boycotted R. Kelly for years.
Mm-hmm.
I don't listen to his music. I don't dance to his music or any of that. Anytime I'm somewhere and his song comes on and I'm dancing on the dance floor, I immediately get off. I've
Okay.
never sanctioned this man. I never
Right.
sponsored this man, not once. So I'm very happy about the verdict. For that one, I understand this was in New York, right?
oh,
Yes. Is that right?
So he still
Yeah.
has charges
Chicago.
in Chicago and I want to say Minnesota.
Minnesota. Yeah. And I want to say there's one other place. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, he still has a lot of trials to face. So yeah, I'm happy with the verdict, and I am and I can't say excited because there's a lot of victims out there
Right.
who needs healing.
Right.
Absolutely.
Whether it
Yeah.
happened yesterday or today, they need healing, and I pray for them. They're in our hearts that they get healing from this and able to come from this better than they were before. But I hope his conviction allows them to at least give them a starting place where they can heal.
Right.
So, but yeah, I was happy with the
Yeah.
verdict.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
he's
you know,
definitely a Pied Piper.
okay, April, you had mentioned about listening to his music because there's a lot of debate going on about that, and it's funny because you and I had a conversation probably about 6 months ago about this, and you know, I remember saying, you know, I don't know that I think about if when somebody's music comes on, if I even give any thought to anything other than just listening to the music. But then I had to go back and look at my my playlists and all of my music I've got downloaded all the way back to my iPod days. Don't y'all laugh because I'm a little older. iPods. I don't know. The kids still have iPods. So anyway,
I
Speak for
do.
yourself.
but I never downloaded any of his music. Y'all remember stuff? There was stuff going on. First of all, when he first came out, like early on, he married Aaliyah, and that already was a little cringy to me because I knew she
Yeah.
was a child,
Yeah.
number one. And then there was the stuff that happened in the early 2000s with the urinating, and there was
Yeah.
some camera footage,
Yes.
but it didn't stick
Yep.
because they couldn't conclusively identify him, I don't think, in the videos.
No.
And
No, no, it was
even
they could not identify the girl, and then they pushed it out so far that by the time they had her to come and testify or whatever, she was legal. She was of
that's what it
Mm-hmm.
age.
was.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
thank you. And so I was already a little cringy when it came to R. Kelly. So I didn't actively download any of his music or listen to any of his songs. Someone, however, online today brought this up, and this is something to consider. There's a list on Wikipedia of all of the songs he's ever written, produced, been a part of. And you know, although we may not listen to his music, because I don't. Again, I don't have any of it downloaded. Again, you know, you may be at a party and somebody may play it. You know, I haven't had a situation where I've danced to. I think I may have danced to "Step in the Name of Love" at like a wedding
Yeah,
reception or
yeah, that
something.
one.
Yeah, but there's so many people he's worked
Right.
with. There's no way to boycott his
Right.
music altogether, and I guess
True.
that's you know
That's true.
Yeah.
something to
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
consider.
true. That's true. That's true. I
Yeah,
just make a conscious effort not to. I just sit down. I don't want
yeah,
to listen to it. But yeah, I'll give him this. He has made some great music. I'll
he's
give
an
him that. I
excellent
cannot.
musician,
I cannot take that away from him. I
right?
cannot.
Because
Because all the
Ignition was my jam for real. And that might be on a playlist somewhere. I got to go look. I got to scrub because I'm sure. Because I'm used to get talking about it ain't out there. It might be out there somewhere because Ignition that was my song. But yeah, nah, yeah.
yeah, I always had
Now
it
it's the
together.
remix to Conviction.
What do you think, Sarita?
Rita,
What do you think?
Say what? I'm sorry.
what you think,
What is?
man?
About
R.
R. Kelly
Kelly?
conviction? I'm still speechless. I still think that he got what he deserved. I mean, because you have 45 witnesses came up and spoke, and what horrible person he is. He can be a musical genius, but he is like Dr. Joker, Mr. Hyde.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't know. I'm just like, oh, it is what it is. You know, you're gonna pay for your consequences. You never think that you're gonna ever get caught. You think you're invincible, and it's just his timing. His timing is he has to go ahead and just serve his course and just do it. I mean, he's a pedophile. He's a
He's a
Yeah.
pedophile.
straight
I love
pedophile.
his music. I love his music. He's a musical genius.
I won't say that, but
But
okay.
he
Well, he
is
is.
have
I
why
I would
he
say
can't
he
I
just
is.
I say
why
he's
he
great at what he
can't
does. Yes.
he's great. He's awesome a person when it comes to music, but he just got some sickness about him when he has to deal with, and I just don't know. So when he got convicted, it is what it is. He's just gonna have to take it. He gotta bite it.
Let me ask y'all this. What do y'all think about the people that are like, no matter what, I'm gonna listen to his music anyway, blah 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 blah. You know, there's a lot of that. I mean, I can't tell nobody what to listen to. I'm just saying, you know,
That's their
what do y'all think
right.
about that?
That's their
Yeah.
right.
I'm guilty. I'm still listening to his music because it still get me out of my chair. I'm guilty. I still listen to his music.
Yeah, I can't tell anybody what to listen to. There's a lot of debate going on social media where
Yeah.
people are, people are being real ugly to each other. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
do you? I'm gonna do me. Do you?
Well,
That's
and
what
I
it
Right.
is.
understand they did the mute R. Kelly. Um, for me, I've been muting him for years, but that was just my own personal choice.
Mm-hmm.
I love the mute R. Kelly when it was going on. People stopped playing their music. People stopped going to his concerts because they wanted to get the attention what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So not
Mhm.
necessarily saying that you don't have to stop listening to his music. It just prevent
Mhm.
him from doing the horrible crimes that he has done.
Right.
So I'm for that. But yeah, he was good at what he did. And I look at music as music. Music is music, no matter who
Yeah.
is the composer. If it's good, it's bad, it's all relative, if that makes sense. That's all
Mm-hmm.
relative. So if you can separate the person from the music, then
Mhm.
that's fine. And I think that's what you're doing, Sarita. That's how you I can't do that. I'm
Right.
unable to do that. So I guess
Right.
it's to each his own.
I think it's important to acknowledge that. I think you made a great point, April. Because like I said, people are going back and forth at each other like it's a war. Well, you listen to his music, so there's something wrong with you. Well, you not listen to his music, you can't separate. Well, some people can, some people can't, and that's okay. It's
Yeah.
Right.
okay. We're
It's okay.
different people. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
I'm not gonna dislike you because you still listen to his music. I'm not
Right.
gonna dislike you because you
Mhm.
still like R. Kelly. You could be
Right.
still a diehard fan, but you're still my girl.
Right.
Yeah.
We just won't have that conversation.
Right. Right. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
the subject is gonna be off limits. And look, girl, we are not talking about R. Kelly
Yeah.
ever.
Save it for the show. Save it for the show. So
Mhm.
yeah. So that's some craziness going on there, where R. Kelly is concerned. Um what else is happening, y'all? What are the big things that are happening right now?
Their mandated vaccines.
Ooh, girl, in New York. Y'all saw that, right?
No.
Healthcare
Woo!
healthcare
Did
workers
you
in New
guys hear? Did
Yeah.
you guys hear
Um,
that?
mhm. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I was recapping Paulette because she was shaking her head no, she hadn't heard.
Oh, she
So the
didn't
health
hear. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, the healthcare workers in New York, there's a mandate that the healthcare workers in New York who refuse to be vaccinated will be fired. And I want to say that
Mhm.
started yesterday. They began firing yesterday, I think. I know I saw that on
Yeah.
people's social media pages. I'm not sure if yesterday was
Yeah.
the day, but
Okay. I had talked. I was talking to somebody about this, and
I was saying was we was just today I think it was United Airlines just fired 600 people
oh,
that was not vaccinated.
whoa.
If they refused 600 people from United Airlines
Oh, wow.
Mm,
that have not been vaccinated and they refuse to vaccinate and they're like, okay, it's a wrap. You're out of the job. Just step
So
out
are they
today. They
yeah, and
fired 600 people.
I
wow.
understand people's rights. I do. And I don't want anybody's rights to be violated. But at the same time, if you know that you're not working from home, you got to be around people. That is your job. Then there's a decision to make here. Are
right.
you going to continue to be around people where you could possibly be hurting yourself? Or not? It's not just about you, it's about other people, because it could go either way. You could be a carrier, they could be a carrier, you could
Mm-hmm.
get sick. All of that, if you're going to be around somebody every day, if that's your job, that's what you have to do. You have to be around people. I think you should seriously consider it for your own health and other people's health. You
Right.
working from home,
Right,
we ain't got nothing to talk about because you
Right.
don't have to be around
Yeah.
anybody.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
right.
thinking, you got to really think, not so selfishly. To me, this is
Mm-hmm.
my thought.
Mm-hmm.
You can't, to me, you shouldn't be so selfish as not to think about not just yourself but other people, because even though
Mm,
you may not be sick, you could get it from somebody, you could bring it back home to somebody in your family that could pass away from it.
Right.
I just
Yeah.
had a
mhm.
coworker, a dear coworker, that
Yeah.
just passed away with it last night.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
She was battling it, and then I think it was some lung issues or something like that. I'm not sure, but it's real. It's
Yeah, it
real
is.
if you have to
Yeah.
be around people.
Yeah.
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 I mean,
Yeah.
it's something to really so now you're gonna just give up your whole livelihood and get fired
Right.
because you don't want to do this to
Right.
protect yourself and others.
And I'm pretty sure they had fair warning. Say, look,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I'm sure they
X
did
by this
too.
certain day, if you don't have it, everybody's going to be, let go. And I heard that the North Carolina health system has done the same thing.
Yes, they
They let
have.
go 175 people, I believe,
Yeah.
as well.
Mhm.
But here's my thing:
Mhm.
we have got to do something drastic because guess what? We're only a couple of months away from year 3 of this
Yeah.
mess.
Oh
So we
yeah.
have got to
Mhm.
do something like this.
Hmm.
Everybody at least try to get 70-80% of our population vaccinated where we can
Mhm.
get a hold of this thing.
Right.
3 years. It's
Mhm.
coming on 3 years, people.
Yeah.
We got to do something. And whatever's working is not working effectively enough for us to get a handle on it.
Right. I'm with you. I am an advocate for vaccinations. However, I am also an advocate for choice. And I'm right there with you, Paulette. It is your choice. If you, however, are expected because of your job or whatever you do in your life to be around people, you really have to consider it. I feel like you have to consider it. I feel like it's the right thing to do, because as an unvaccinated person, you have a higher risk of contracting COVID-19, which means you have a higher risk of spreading it to others. And as we've seen although some unvaccinated people have had it bad and have passed away, it's a very tiny percentage. You're a lot more likely to beat COVID-19 and not become severely ill if you are vaccinated. Those are simply the facts. I mean, we
Okay.
have vaccinated hundreds of thousands of people. Um, I know that we went into it not knowing what the research would tell us, but the research is here, and it doesn't lie. I know people say the government lies; they're not telling us the truth. Well, pick your truth, because you're going to believe one thing and not the other. There just comes a time when you just have to kind of take a stand and say, what is the right thing for me to do as a person, as a human,
Right.
in caring for other humans. Again, that said, I believe it is your choice. But if you're not going to be vaccinated, please stay away from people, and please live a life where you're very careful. I know people that are not vaccinated that live a very careful life, and they are
Yes.
not in public on a large
Yes.
scale. They are
Yes.
very safe, and they have been safe throughout the entire pandemic. So if that's your choice, just be smart about your choice.
Right.
That's my
Yeah.
thought. Just like with the football players and the basketball players, some of them that won't get vaccinated, that to me is super dangerous. How are you going to play a contact sport and not be vaccinated? Like, really? I don't
Yeah,
get
I
that.
will never understand that one either. That's
Yeah.
My,
ridiculous.
yeah. Now, my concern with
Mhm.
the healthcare workers, it frightened me, was, I was like, well, over across the country, we're already short staffed with regards to healthcare workers, and that was my concern when I first saw that New York was going to that mandate. And my mom told me she read an article that said their healthcare workers, or 90% of their healthcare workers, are vaccinated though. So, because I was like,
Mhm.
how did they not plan for damage control? I was like, if you have all these people you're going to end up firing, who's going to take care of the people that are already sick? I mean, I understand you may not ideally want a person who's unvaccinated to take care of you, but a person who's unvaccinated that has no disease is just fine to take care of you if they're a healthcare worker.
Yeah.
And I assume they're being safe. But for the most part, their healthcare workers are vaccinated. And I'm thinking with this move, probably about half of that 10% is probably going to go ahead and get vaccinated. The other will probably choose another line of work. They
That's what
can't
I
choose the
think.
airlines, though. Just saying.
Not united.
Not United. Just
Mm.
saying.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah,
comforting to know that if you fly United, all of their staff is vaccinated.
absolutely.
Mhm.
When that close quarters, you should want to be.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And that is in a confined space.
Yeah.
airline stewardess and pilots and have you, that they're in a confined space. So yeah, I will want to be protected and protect others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I would think anybody that's
I
going to,
feel
like I
feel
said, be around
bad.
people every day.
Yeah.
You should want
Yeah.
to.
I
Trains,
I
planes, buses.
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad because me being in the medical field, I can understand why a lot of people chose not to get vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You have a lot of people who have problems with the high blood pressure. You got diabetes. You have all these type of illness, and you're just afraid. And when you get this shot, you don't know if you're gonna live another day. I
And guess
understand
what?
because
You don't
some
know if you're
people,
going to live another day if you don't get the shot and you get COVID
yeah,
either.
no, it's damn if you do,
But
damn if
guess
you
what?
don't.
And those same people that have high blood pressure and all them other issues, then they go right out there and get some fried chicken, or they get something that they eat that's not good for their health, or do something else. But they'll take their chances with that instead
Well,
of taking their chances with COVID or
True
a
that.
vaccine. Makes
and
sense,
True
there
right?
you
that.
have
But
it.
people just feel like, I mean, I feel what you're coming from with that, and I'm like, I empathize that because I don't have health insurance, thank God, but I can empathize all these prescriptions that they're taking to keep one day you wake up, you're not. You can't even get out of the bed, and the next day you got to go to the hospital. The next day you're feeling okay, and you just don't know when you get the shot. You don't know how you may feel. You just don't. So now, why do these people choose not to get vaccinated? Why? They feel like because it's a mark of the beast.
Well, I think
Oh,
one
because
of
it's part of.
I think one of the things that you pointed out is the reason why is because they're making a choice based on what they're afraid of or what they're not sure of.
And it's
Right.
misinformation that they're receiving as well.
True. But
It's,
again, that's my reasoning for being pro choice with regards to that. Please make your choice, but make a responsible choice. That's all I say. Just make a if you
That's
choose
all.
not to, great, go fight, win, but stay away from me. Like for real.
But now, I understand why New York government is saying
I
no.
get it.
It's your choice,
Yeah, and it is.
but
It's your choice.
if
It's
you
up
want to live, if you want to work, you want to do all these things, you need to get vaccinated.
That's
Right.
it. If you want to work
Right.
for this company here,
Right.
now you have the choice. But let's say I own a company, and I do, but this big, I own New York City. And
Mm-hmm.
if you want to work for New York City, and me as an owner, I'm saying to you, everybody has to be vaccinated. And if you
Mm,
choose, and I'm not infringing on your rights at all, because if you
Mm-hmm.
choose not to, all I'm saying is say you cannot work for me.
Mm-hmm.
mhm,
That's it.
mhm.
You can work for
Right.
anybody else you want
Right.
to. I am saying that you cannot work for me in the state of New York. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
got to make some drastic changes. We have to, because Americans are stupid.
I
You know,
mean,
Ooh,
sometimes we have this veil as though we're just have this disillusion that okay, oh, this is not going to affect me, so therefore I'm going to act accordingly. But you're not looking out for the other people.
right.
God put us
no.
on earth
Yeah.
to to interact with Him, but also to be with other people, and we're not being careful with our own.
Yeah.
Not just
Yeah.
yourself, I own people as a
Yeah.
society, as a
Mm-hmm.
human
Mhm.
race. So we can't even take care of one another.
Right.
And that's what is so disappointing, that we cannot get a handle on this because of that individualistic mindset that we have.
Yeah.
The,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
hospitals right now, the people that are being treated for COVID are primarily non-vaccinated people, based on reports, and
90%, 90%.
90%,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And people. I've seen some situations over the past few weeks where people have needed medical attention, in some cases urgent, non-COVID related, and had to wait, could not get near a room, much
Mm-mm.
less a medical professional,
Mm-mm.
because we're already short staffed across the country with healthcare workers, and they're tending to the COVID patients. And people have become upset about that their loved
Mhm.
ones are not being cared for because of the COVID illnesses. Well, that is
Mhm.
the reality of not being vaccinated. I wanted to ask some of those people, well, are you vaccinated? Because by getting vaccinated, we might be able to minimize the number of people that are needing COVID medical attention and perhaps can get to other people that are also in need of health care. It's something to consider. Again, it is your choice, but it is, again, something to consider.
It's something to
Yes, it
consider.
is.
I can't even get a
Yeah.
doctor's appointment. I just want to
Yeah.
get a
I think,
doctor's appointment just to get a
yeah.
physical,
Yep.
because there is not enough doctors out there. For one, they're short
Right.
staffed, and then they're so busy with more prevalent things, matters, that it's not
Yeah.
business as usual, and people moving as though it is, and it's
Yeah.
not.
Right. Yeah. Feel you.
So anyway,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Now
Over?
that people don't, I think that also been seeing that now they're charging the unvaccinated people money
Oh, you
Hmm?
mean
to
on their
do,
insurance?
for one, travel. Now you have to have travel insurance. If you're unvaccinated, they charge you extra
Oh.
$200
Oh, wow.
if you're unvaccinated. It's crazy. So yeah, you got that kind of money just to be spending around? You got to spend because you want to make your choice to be unvaccinated. Okay, be selfish.
And again, people will tout that as it's unfair, it's unfair, it's a choice. You still have a choice. No one is saying you got to get vaccinated. They're just saying if you don't, that's a consequence.
You just got to travel by car.
Yeah. They start
Every
charging.
right.
They're charging people.
Wow.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to travel by car. Get in your
Yeah.
car and that's
Mm.
Yep.
crazy.
Yep.
Well, I
Oh
got
boy.
my freedom papers. Y'all got yours.
I got my freedom
Yes,
papers
honey.
and it's on my phone. Oh, for those in the area, for those in Virginia, Virginia Department of Health, if you are vaccinated, we'll share this link. There is a link where you can go on and retrieve your electronic vaccination record. And your electronic COVID-19 vaccination record. So you can have it downloaded to your phone. So if you've got to go somewhere that requires vaccination record, you'll have an official government issued vaccination record. So I will be
Is
sure to
that just
share.
for
Yeah.
Virginia? Virginia,
I don't know
I
what
think
other
North
health
Carolina
department
too.
North
they do.
Carolina
Okay.
too?
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't know what other health departments all do it, but I do know that Virginia
Okay.
does it. So
Okay.
now I know North Carolina does too. I would think most of them. So if you are in another state, check with your Department of Health, check their website, see if there's a link for you to be able to download your electronic card.
That's cool. Okay, so
Mhm.
people have the freedom to listen to R. Kelly or not,
Yes, they did.
or
That's
people
right.
have the freedom to take vaccination or
Because we're in a
not.
free country. You are free.
Free ain't free no more.
You know what?
Free ain't not free no more. What you talking about? We in a free country.
I mean, we
We
are.
broke.
You know what?
Said we broke.
Somewhere.
Oh, yeah, the Department of Treasury said we about to run out of money, didn't they?
Oh yeah,
Well,
because
We
the
are broke. We ran out
Republicans.
of money
I'm
they
so
Well,
sick
better
of
the
them.
print some more.
I'm so
because
sick of them.
I know
It's
the
like, what?
Republicans are at it again. The Democrats came up with a way for us to raise the ceiling of the debt ceiling or something like that. And
Right.
guess what? The Republicans shot it down. So what, they want us to go broke? This is not the time for us to go. I'm still waiting for a whole nother stimulus check. Can I get another one?
I know, right?
Well, you gonna keep on waiting on
We
that
supposed
one.
to be. Wait a minute. Are we supposed to be getting our third stimulus?
No.
Stimmy?
Mm-mm.
No,
I ain't heard nothing about
No, the
that.
No.
economy is
no,
slowly coming back. But it's
no.
still a lot of people out of work. So I don't understand why they're not helping us a little bit, because they already stopped the extra unemployment benefits. That stopped in September.
Unless you
Uh,
have kids.
Yeah.
unless you have
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
kids. And one of us who don't have, and I might have kids, but they grown, but I still gotta live, you know.
Right. True.
I
Yeah.
wanna eat.
Yeah.
My
I like
thing
to
is,
eat.
even what they're getting in unemployment every month for the kids, come
It's not
on, is
much.
that really enough for you to live on and not work?
And you know what, Paulette? They don't
Mm-mm.
want to give you enough to live on. Think about it. Those stimulus checks were pretty hefty, and the PPP that people were getting pretty hefty. They don't. They are really trying to shut all that down because because we don't have workers anywhere. People aren't working anymore. And that in turn also affects the economy. I mean, they were happy to give the stimulus because people were putting that money back into the economy, but then people went and sat down at home.
What? I read an article like locally, and they say this is effective for all the restaurants across the country. But locally, they were saying that there aren't enough workers. There are not enough people to be hired because, number one, once that stimulus check stopped, people stopped spending money.
Well, that's true too. Yep, that's a big deal.
They stopped spending money. Yep. So now the money isn't circulating like it used to be. And then people are not, they want to hire people, but it's not enough people who are applying for jobs.
Right. Yeah. There's a whole lot of,
Because now people are
it will be.
Now they're saying that, okay, I can do the same job for higher money somewhere else. So now they're like playing the game. It's like, I want to work, but I don't want to work for you because I can get paid more money over here. And so now
go over there and work. Somebody's gonna work for that little bit. I mean, because I have what you're saying, and I'm sorry for cutting you off, April, but especially in the restaurant business, it is really getting, bad out there.
Yeah.
My father and I stopped at a restaurant over in Hampton, and I've never had such bad service.
Oh, wow.
And the food was dry like it had been in the window, and they just gave it to us. I'm like, and you want us to pay for this?
The quality of service has really gone down since COVID.
We stood at the door for 5 minutes before anybody even acknowledged us to sit us down.
Yeah. Quality
then
of service
I had to tell the waitress 4 times what I wanted and what my father wanted. And it was still almost a half hour later before I got my glass of iced tea.
Oh, wow.
And then the food that she brought out I said I wanted a salad with no onions. She loaded it up with onions.
Jeez.
And it wasn't that many people in the doggone restaurant.
Yeah, they're having to hire less skilled people, less experienced people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what it is. They have to hire whoever comes in the door because they need the help. I don't want to keep having to
go to Ruth Chris just to get good service.
She bougie. She
I understand because you know what? I've been going to. You ever been to First Watch?
Not yet.
I'm hooked on that place right now. But for breakfast, I swear I order them for like 2 or 3 times a week.
Ooh.
Yeah, we got one down here on Virginia Beach Boulevard.
Yeah, so because they have good quality food, I'm never disappointed. But like you said, Paulette, I have been to many places, and the quality sucks, the service sucks. And then they still operating on COVID hours. They want to close at 8, 9 o'clock. I'm hungry at 9, 10 o'clock at night. Yeah. So I can't find anywhere to eat. I really don't want to eat fast food. I don't eat McDonald's. I don't eat Burger King. I don't eat Wendy's. So I don't eat fast food. So guess what? I guess I got to take my lazy ass in the kitchen and cook.
Yeah.
Right.
And make yourself some ham and cheese sandwich.
You know what?
You right, girl.
Forcing me to cook, and I don't want to cook.
Some grilled cheese sandwich. How about some butter bread?
No.
We too lazy to put some pan, put some butter in the pan and put your little slice of bread in there and call it day. Butter bread, boo. Just butter toast.
I've been there.
That's the po way, remember?
Yeah,
the po way.
Say when I was broker than broke.
Well, you know what? I will eat that before those doggone oodles or noodles, though. I cannot stand those.
I like oodles and noodles. I only like the chicken one.
Yeah,
the chicken flavored. The chicken flavored.
Yeah.
Oh, you like the chicken? I like the beef flavor.
Are you one of those ones that turn it into yacht?
That's what I do.
Put the onions in there and the green pepper.
Yeah, scramble some eggs in and put some little sausages in it.
And that's
we done hyped it up.
He said sausage.
Girl, yeah.
We don't do the old fashioned way. We do it the new way.
Yeah, girl.
That's part of my problem though, because if I want some oodles and noodles, because it's quick, even though they're kind of salty, so I try to stay away from them. But I do eat them from time to time. But I have to dress them up that way. It's a lot of work. I'd be like, well, I may as well make something else.
That's true.
Because you got the
All
cook,
this
look, you
work.
got the chicken wings cooking over there. Got the boiled eggs over there.
It don't take but 5 minutes to cook
The
oodles and
soy
noodles.
sauce and the
Yeah.
ketchup.
Girl, we done made a gourmet meal out of oodles and noodles.
I know, right? Well, you could have just made a doggone meal.
God could have just made a sandwich and be done with it.
Right.
You know,
Some butter
that
bread.
butter bread.
Oh, y'all were talking about restaurants. So last week was Norfolk's Restaurant Week. And let me tell you, me and Mom, we wore Freemason Abbey out. We were there almost every day and a couple of times for lunch and dinner. But we did carry out. We did curbside.
Oh, okay.
So we enjoyed it in the comfort of our. Mama's not eating out in restaurants right now. She's like, I'm not doing it. So we're vaccinated, but she's not doing it. So we DoorDash quite a bit, and then but restaurant week, oh my God, they came to know us at Freemason Abbey. That food was so good.
Ooh, what did you get?
I got pork loin. I got chicken marsala, which was so good. Because they had like and then you got mashed potatoes and some kind of either asparagus tips or some kind of mixed vegetables with it, bread, and you either had a choice of a side salad or bread pudding. And that was their lunch special. And it was like $14. It was really cheap for a restaurant.
Wow, okay.
And it was big portions. I was so full. Oh my God, it was good. It was good. Yeah.
Yeah, Freemason Abbey is good.
I like it.
I haven't been Freemason Abbey since
Tracy's
and her birthday party.
like
That was like 5, maybe 8 years ago.
No, because she turned 55, so that was about 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
Out there, but
I know, right? Even though coming soon, we're gonna put
she
her
ain't
in
watching. It's okay.
Because she's about to have a big birthday celebration.
She's about to have a big 60th birthday bash. So
looking 35.
Celebration. She does look good for her age.
She looks fantastic. Our beautiful friend. I do want to give her a quick plug. Since she couldn't join us tonight, I also wish she could have, but duty calls. But she is being featured. Her shop, 360 Vintage Designs and More, being featured at Virginia Fashion Week. You can get tickets at VAFashionweek.com. She's being featured on Sunday, October 24th. Do I have that right? And that session starts at 6:30 p.m.
October. You said October or September?
Did I say
October?
You said
October.
Oh my bad. October 24th, y'all. At the Museum of Contemporary Art.
Oh, is that Virginia Beach or Norfolk?
Virginia Beach.
Virginia Beach. That's at the
Virginia
beach.
Beach. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So go to VAFashionweek.com. All the details are there. Again, look for October 24th. That Sunday is when 360 Vintage Designs and More will be featured. If you are in the Virginia Beach area, look them up. 360 Vintage Designs. I always mess up the address. Anybody know it off the top of their head?
Not the number, just Princess Anne Road.
You know it's on Princess Anne Road. We love you, Tracy. We do for real. But we're gonna put it.
Yeah, do us a favor. Just Google it, and the address will pop right on up.
Absolutely. There's only one. There's only
and
one.
we are going to tag her in this when we release this. We'll tag her as well. But that's 360 Vintage Designs if you live in the area. And if you don't live in the area and you plan to visit the area, be sure to visit 360 Vintage Designs and More.
Absolutely.
So come on through. We're lucky to have you.
Yeah.
Right there.
Speaking of fashion, somebody just had a fashion photo shoot.
Yeah, they did.
I hear they call her the photo shoot guru.
Yeah,
it was
photo
sexy
shoot
too, Mom.
Yeah,
tell us all about it.
So excited. These models came through. I'm talking about when they came through, they showed out and they put that picture. They made it to life. They came live. I said, you better do it. You better do it.
One thing
So
about it,
yes,
yeah, you're such an encourager in that on that platform, Rita. You just I saw your live and I was just like, look at her. Like you're such an
thank
encourager.
you.
And the ladies, you can see them feel it. They know they are models and they wear it. And I love that.
Yes, yes. I am. I'm excited for all the ladies that participated, and I was just a little sad about how when they came to me with their stories, they say that they've been to other photo shoots and they felt like they was not part of the group. They felt like they was an outcast as a black sheep, and that really touched my. Like I couldn't believe it. It's like, what do you mean? You know, we all together. We all in this together. We all have this one, goal to want to meet. You want to become a model. You want to go as far as you possibly can. It's not about who say she or is a dog dog world. It's about this person. It's about this person because she got more followers and you don't. It's not even about that when it comes to me. So my photo shoot, when I do the photo shoot guru photo tour, everybody is a model. You are not going to be feeling out of place. You're not going to feel like you not confident in anything because you're gonna feel confident when you work with me. Definitely. So I'll make sure that I push everybody up on my shoulder and I push them up for them.
All
So
right.
that's what I love to do.
Nice.
All right. That's
Beautiful.
amazing.
That's what I
Beautiful.
love to do. So I got the pictures back from the last called the golden hour goddess beat shoot. So the reason why I say the golden hour because it's the last hour of the sunset. It's between 5 and 6. You gotta catch it before that sunset because you're not gonna get the right lighting. And it was perfect. So I cannot wait. There's gonna be a calendar coming out for the golden hour.
Oh,
So we're gonna
wow.
be dropping that in December, and that calendar is gonna be for 2022.
Nice.
All
Nice.
right. That's
Yeah, so I'm
amazing.
excited. I'm excited. Yeah, I'm
Oh.
so excited. The models haven't even seen their pictures, but I did give them a sneak peek, and they all excited. They want to see everything. I said, I can't do that right now. No, 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 no,
Look
no.
at you teasing people.
Yeah. So I'm excited for everyone. So we're gonna have a Canada drop party. I don't know what you call it. The Canada shoot or Canada party, whatever, when they're
Yeah.
dropping the Canada.
Okay.
And
Canada drop
everybody's gonna have
party.
their signed copy. Yeah, they have like signed copies and all the models gonna come out, photographers gonna come out. So it's more gonna be like a meet and greet, like a soiree or something like that. So that's gonna be coming up in possibly in December.
All right.
Sounds good.
I
Yeah,
like
so I can't
that.
wait till my encore and conversation, girl.
You,
Gonna be
you
there.
know it.
Yes, absolutely. 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 Oh my
Yes.
gosh. Wonderful. Wonderful. All right. So what's next, y'all?
Linda, I can't hear you. Are you mute or something?
Oh, I had my microphone covered.
You know
Yeah, you
what?
trying to go
You
Because
off a
you
know,
little
know we're
bit.
I
on
saw his
live,
mouth
right?
moving. I'm like, what's she saying?
Told y'all I had a jumbo margarita today. But yeah.
Yeah, you didn't
Is
drink nothing else.
anything else? What else is out there? Anything other things we bringing up that are happening? Anything y'all got going on?
Well, I do want to mention next week what we're going to be a part of, Linda. The line dance event. Get your feet wet.
Yeah.
Line dance event in Virginia Beach. This is going to be both of our first time at this. It's all weekend event of people that are coming from all over the place just to line dance, and there's a whole history behind it. So Linda and I are planning to go live again next week, and we're actually going to talk to another person of the group. The 757 Crew is the name of the line dance that we belong to. And Linda, she's like the historian, and she actually has a book out of the history of line dancing in our
Not this
community.
Oh,
Linda, the Linda at the event.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Yes.
I said, where you start?
okay,
Where did
okay.
you
Yes,
start
I
with
know how
a book?
Linda's last name. I don't have Linda's last name right at the top of my head. However, it's a different Linda. Yes. Not our Linda, but a different Linda. And I'm hoping to go live with her so she can just give us a quick brief on the history of line dancing. I discovered I discovered the community about 4 or 5 years ago. And I went to an event over in Hampton where there was a lady named Linda Sims from, this one
Everybody
I do
named
know.
Linda.
It's a lot of Lindas. It's a lot of Lindas. Linda Sims is one. She's from New Orleans, and she is awesome. She is an awesome teacher.
Yes.
She is just awesome. And I actually got to meet her in Hampton, and it was a line dance event there, and I didn't realize how big it was. I mean, they actually, that same event, those people, there was one lady that I met that was from Jacksonville. Her name is Purple. And she's from Jacksonville, Florida. She came up here for that event, and she was driving up to Baltimore the next morning for another line dance event. So they're all up and down the coast. Yeah. I mean, I had no idea how big the community was.
It's a big deal. And some of the people involved have tens of thousands of followers who are part of the movement. It's so exciting, and I have to thank Paulette because she invited me to a few events, and I have just fallen in love with the with all of it. They've got so many dances. Oh my gosh! Okay. I have learned so many dances, but there's still so many to learn.
There's hundreds.
I
mean, songs that you would never thought.
Yes.
It's songs you never thought that had line dances to. I mean, the cardio workout is just
that's what I'm about to say. I need to join just for the exercise.
You'll get it. Let me tell you. Okay. But I like to do something that's fun, that the music is good. Yeah. The music has to be good for me. And it's amazing.
And that appeals to me because I'm a dancer anyway. So
anything
that's
me too.
So okay, well the next invite all of us so we will get to participate.
Okay.
Uncorked in the house.
And please give me a date so I can go ahead and schedule it and put it in my book.
Yes, as soon as you know the next one. Let us know.
Yes.
But I can see that's a big thing because I used to take ballroom dancing, and I've learned a lot of hand dancing as well.
Yes,
and that is also a big community. So I can see line dancing in that same way.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I didn't know that.
I can't wait for the event next week. Just so that we could go live. Just so
I want to see y'all do y'all.
Yes. I gotta get me one of those selfie sticks like Priscilla has now. To make sure that we can get it all. It's just every time I go, I meet new people. I learn new dances. It's just a wonderful community. It really is.
Yeah.
Really is.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to it next weekend, girl. I can't wait.
Yes. Absolutely.
What else we got? You got anything else before I drop our plugs so that our followers can follow us?
I think we're good.
So don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Uncorked-N-Convo. Also on Facebook and on our Facebook page, Uncorked-N-Conversation podcast, and our new Facebook group, Wind Down with Uncorked. It's a public group. Please join us. We're going to drop all of these tags, and all of our pages are found in our bio on the Uncorked-N-Convo page here on IG. If you click our link tree, you can access all of our social media pages. So definitely find us. Oh, and I forgot Twitter at Uncorked-N. Follow us on Twitter. We are out and about. You will not want to miss Uncorked-N-Conversation.
Cheers to that.
Yeah. Cheers. This was fun. We got to do this again.
Definitely.
Yeah, this was our first live Uncorked and Conversation episode. So I really enjoyed this impromptu conversations that we're having. So we're going to do this again.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I can always be myself.
Yes. Where are you yourself in? When
are you not yourself, Sarita? When are you not yourself?
It's wine. I just ain't got the wine glass. It's all the same thing.
See, and you being yourself. Well, like I said,
Right?
when are you not yourself?
Yeah. When are you not yourself? You're
Oh,
all.
when I'm not myself, when I was married.
Oh
Oh,
Jesus.
Lord. That's
Rita,
a
that's a
whole
different
nother
episode,
subject.
Jamie.
We ain't going there. We'll be here all night talking
That's
about
a
that
whole
girl.
nother subject.
That's a different
We
episode.
all was somebody else when we were married.
Y'all know I'm a kitty. I'm just kidding. When I'm not myself, Holly
Never,
never.
never,
Exactly.
never, ever, ever,
I've known
ever,
you your
ever,
whole life. You
ever,
are
ever,
definitely
ever, ever.
always
Ever,
a
ever,
kitty.
ever, ever,
You
ever,
better take her as
ever.
she is.
Exactly. All right, y'all.
You
Thanks
know
for
I
joining
love
us.
y'all.
Love you
Next
too, girl.
time. Love
We love you
y'all.
too. All right. Good night,
Good
y'all.
Good
night.
night.
All right.